Hi, my name is Philip King, and welcome to this video tutorial in which we discuss how searchers search. This video article is part of my series on understanding search engine optimization for the small business entrepreneur. Further video lessons can be found on my website, and there's no need to worry about the cost. They're all free of charge. Our objective in this lesson is a not-so-simple task. Get an SEO company in our local neighborhood into the top listings of the search engines. The results for this lesson will be very interesting for those who have a local business, as it provides a very easy solution for getting in the top 10 of the search engine results. We're going to simulate the typical routine used by most searchers, including you and me, to find what they are looking for when using an internet-based search engine. By doing this simulation, we will try to analyze what the searcher is trying to accomplish and how we can use this search method to improve our SEO techniques and ultimately to get more hits for our web pages. One of the first things you need to do for SEO is become an expert search engine user. It's not much good trying to predict how to be found on the web if you don't know how to use a search engine yourself. So spend a few hours learning the ropes and learn some of the search engine secrets. They're not really secrets. It's just that no one bothers looking. Just view the help section of your favorite search engine to see what goodies can be found. As it's the most popular search engine, I'm going to be using Google for these lessons. To begin, Google search tips are well worth the read. Start with the Google Basic Search Help. Here you will find some basic tips and tricks to help you get started with improving your searches. Next, read the Punctuation and Symbols in Search Help page. Generally, most punctuation and special characters are ignored in Google search. However, you can use some characters that modify search terms to help you find exactly what you're looking for. This page will tell you what those characters are. Now read the Search Operators Help page. If you're not finding what you're searching for after using Google's basic search tips, you may need to try using a search operator. Add one of these symbols to your search terms in the Google search box to gain more control over the results that you see. You don't need to worry about memorizing the operators. You can use the advanced search page to generate many of these searches. For certain complex searches, you might want more control over the results that you see. Try the advanced search page to see options for making your searches more precise and to get more useful results. Okay, let's get on with the SEO lesson. Open the search engine, I'm using Google, and enter search engine into the search field. This of course could be any query, but search engine is an obvious starting point for this task. The point I'm trying to make here is this. When people begin their search, they begin with a very broad spectrum query and gradually narrow their search down. Take special note of that fact. It's important if you expect to win the SEO wars. At this point, I would also like to point out a huge mistake that novice SEOs make. They optimize their site for very, very broad search terms, such as search engine. Just look at the results for this very broad search. Over 1 billion hits. How would you fancy checking each of these results for your ideal solution? No? Well, it would be quite an impractical task anyway. If it took you only 30 seconds to check each page, working 24/7, it would take you over 1,000 years if your target page happened to be the last results. But then again, look on the bright side. Your ideal solution might be the first page. We obviously need a better answer to finding our ideal search solution. As I said earlier, a big mistake for those new to SEO, me included, is to optimize our sites for very broad search terms. There's only one situation when you should optimize your website for broad search terms. The situation is when you don't have any competition. Remember, most people search broad to narrow, so don't optimize your site for very broad search terms. And do optimize your site for narrow search terms. Seems obvious, doesn't it? But it's surprising how often the obvious is overlooked. Look again at our search engine query. With over 1 billion results, what do you think the chances are of our web page making it into the top 10 search engine results for the term search engine? Admittedly, somebody's web page will make it to the top slots, but I doubt if it will be ours in this case. These slots are occupied by entrenched top players in the field. Just look at some of the names returned: Google, Bing, Yahoo, Wikipedia, Dogpile. Do you think it would be worth the effort trying to compete with them? I don't think so. There are easier ways. Let's narrow the search and enter another query. Try search engine optimization. Well, that improves the results significantly, but it is still totally useless for our purposes, as with almost 10 million results, there is still far too much competition. Let's narrow the search yet again and try the query Search Engine Optimization, Cambridgeshire. Well, that drops the search results down to about 1 million. Another significant improvement, but still far too much competition for my money. Let's narrow the search one last time, this time to the local town where the company is located, Fulbourn. Because let's face it, most local businesses do business in their local area. So the query now is Search Engine Optimization, Cambridgeshire, Fulbourn. This search is an example of geotargeting. Geotargeting is the secret ingredient for local anything. Just by adding your neighborhood details as a keyword will work wonders for your search engine rankings. Geotargeted searches are ideal for local companies, clubs, etc. In fact, any website where the main target audience will be local. Well, that's all for this video. I hope you found it interesting. More videos and tutorials can be found on my website. I'll see you there. And thanks again for taking the time to view this video.